Absolutely confirmed, Harry Kane ready to return, Tottenham given green light to bring their legend back next summer. Welcome back to Tottenham News Today channel. Thomas Frank has reportedly given the green light for Tottenham to make a sensational move to bring Harry Kane back to North London, in what would be one of the most emotional returns in Premier League history. According to German outlet BILD, Kane has privately expressed to those closest to him that he has a burning desire to return to Tottenham, believing that he still has unfinished business in the Premier League. Kane's move to Bayern Munich in 2023 was seen as the start of a new chapter for the Spurs legend, who had spent his entire career chasing silverware with his boyhood club. And while his time in Germany has been nothing short of spectacular 98 goals in 103 appearances across all competitions, it now appears that his Bavarian adventure could be coming to an end. Several people within Bayern reportedly expect this to be Kane's final season at the Allianz Arena, with the player himself leaning towards a return to England next summer. BILD's latest report also confirmed that there is a £57 million release clause in Kane's contract, which can be triggered in the summer of 2026, an amount that is not only realistic, but well within Tottenham's financial reach. In fact, with Daniel Levy no longer at the helm and Spurs adopting a new, more ambitious transfer strategy, the club is ready to invest heavily in the squad to compete at the very top level. Kane is now seen as the perfect marquee signing to lead this new project under Thomas Frank. Sources close to the striker have claimed that Kane views Tottenham as the most natural destination for his return. He still holds the club very close to his heart and is motivated by the prospect of finally bringing major trophies back to N17. More importantly, Kane has set his sights on breaking Alan Shearer's all-time Premier League goal record and believes that a return to Spurs would give him the best chance of achieving that historic milestone. There is also an important contractual detail that plays into Tottenham's hands. The club reportedly hold a first refusal clause on any future deal involving Kane, meaning they will be given priority over other clubs, including Manchester United and Barcelona, who are also monitoring the situation closely. One insider even suggested that Kane is planning his return for after the 2026 World Cup, a move that could ignite Tottenham's new era and inspire a genuine title challenge. Thomas Frank has been clear that he wants Kane back at the club, recently saying that, if Harry wants to join us, he is more than welcome. His words reflect the optimism and determination inside the Tottenham camp as they prepare for what could be one of the biggest transfers in their history. A reasonable release clause, a player eager to come home, and a Tottenham project finally showing ambition, Spurs fans have every reason to believe that the prodigal son could soon be returning to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium to finish what he started. Tottenham are once again being strongly linked with Borussia Dortmund playmaker Julian Brandt, with reports suggesting that the North London club could look to take advantage of his contract situation in the coming months. The 29-year-old German international is approaching the final stretch of his deal with the Bundesliga giants, and unless an agreement over an extension is reached soon, he will be free to negotiate a pre-contract agreement with foreign clubs as early as January. Brandt's contractual position is particularly intriguing because Dortmund now face a critical decision regarding his future. Rather than risk losing a player of his calibre on a free transfer next summer, the German club could be forced to cash in when the winter window opens. According to Fischerges, Tottenham are not alone in monitoring the situation, with Aston Villa and Newcastle also expressing interest in securing the services of the versatile midfielder. For Spurs, this represents a potentially excellent market opportunity. Brandt is at the peak of his powers and comes with a proven track record of consistency and creativity. Last season, he registered an impressive 22 goal contributions across all competitions, underlining his ability to influence games in the final third. His vision, composure on the ball and tactical intelligence make him a player capable of operating both as a central attacking midfielder and as an option on either flank. This level of versatility is exactly what Tottenham need as they look to strengthen their squad depth and maintain competitiveness across multiple fronts. There is a clear argument for Spurs to add another creative spark in midfield. Brandt's arrival could allow Thomas Frank to rotate his squad more effectively, ensuring Spurs do not lose momentum in the latter stages of the season when fixture congestion becomes a challenge. For the player himself, a move to England could be an enticing prospect. Tottenham are a club on an upward trajectory under Frank, playing an exciting, progressive style of football that would suit Brandt's technical qualities. The chance to compete in the Premier League, widely regarded as the most competitive league in world football, could provide the fresh challenge that Brandt needs at this stage of his career. Newcastle and Aston Villa, of course, will also be attractive destinations, with both clubs boasting ambitious projects and managers with clear footballing philosophies. However, Tottenham's stature as a traditional Big Six club and the potential opportunity to play Champions League football could tip the balance in their favour. In many ways, this could be a perfect storm for Tottenham. A world-class playmaker available for a cut-price fee, a squad in need of creative reinforcements, and a manager eager to keep building on a strong start to the campaign. If Spurs can move decisively and present a compelling sporting project to Brandt, this could prove to be one of the smartest pieces of business of the January transfer window. Fabio Paratici will remain at Tottenham. According to Matt Law of The Telegraph, the experienced Italian football executive is expected to receive clarity on his long-term role at Spurs within the coming weeks. This follows the conclusion of the Prisma investigation in Italy, a high-profile case which had cast a shadow over Paratici's career for nearly 2 years. On the 22nd of September 2025, the preliminary hearing judge in Rome officially approved a series of plea bargains related to the case. This effectively closed proceedings without the need for a lengthy public trial. As part of the agreement, Paratici accepted a suspended prison sentence of 18 months. Importantly, the sentence does not require him to serve any time behind bars, but it does formally conclude the legal process that has lingered over his reputation since his Juventus days. Throughout the investigation, Paratici has consistently denied any wrongdoing, maintaining that his actions during his time as Juventus sporting director were always within the rules of the game and financial fair play regulations. With the settlement now in place, the 51-year-old can finally begin to focus on rebuilding his professional standing and clarifying his next steps with Tottenham. At present, Paratici continues to operate in his capacity as a contracted consultant for Spurs, providing strategic advice on recruitment and squad planning. The North London club have so far refrained from making any permanent decisions regarding his full-time reinstatement, but discussions are expected to intensify in the coming weeks and months. Tottenham are keen to establish whether he will resume a more prominent role within the football department, potentially reclaiming some of the responsibilities he held prior to stepping back following his FIFA-imposed worldwide ban in 2023. It had previously been suggested by many within the football community that Paratici's influence at the club might fade, especially after the departure of long-serving chairman Daniel Levy, who was instrumental in bringing him to Tottenham in the first place. However, Matt Law reports that Paratici continues to enjoy a strong professional relationship with current chief executive Vinay Venkatesham and technical director Johan Lang. This ongoing cooperation could prove crucial in determining his future involvement at the club. For Tottenham, the timing of this resolution is particularly important. Under new head coach Thomas Frank, the club is entering a new era defined by ambitious transfer planning and a commitment to elevating the squad to compete consistently at the highest level, both domestically and in Europe. Paratici's vast experience in scouting and negotiations could once again become a valuable asset as Spurs aim to take their project to the next stage. In short while, Fabio Paratici's legal troubles in Italy have now been settled. The coming weeks will be pivotal in deciding whether the man once known as Don Fabio will fully reintegrate into Tottenham's hierarchy. His expertise could help shape the next phase of the club's development, but the decision ultimately lies with Spurs leadership as they weigh the benefits of reinstating him against the potential reputational risks. That's all for today's update. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay up to date with everything Tottenham, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a story. Don't forget to drop a like and share this video with other Spurs fans. Together we can keep growing the Tottenham News Today community. Thanks for watching, and as always, come on you Spurs!